You
Yeah.
feel as though you never left.
So we'll do a quick recap. So last you guys remember, you guys were just coming into over the hill, and saw Phandalin kind of off in the distance, and that's kind of where we left off 2 weeks ago. And all of a sudden this morning, or all of a sudden now, you guys are kind of. It's like mid-morning now. You guys are feeling a little bit weird and off, and aren't sure what just happened. Last thing that you remember was that you guys were coming up over the hill. Quixotic is not with you guys right now. And yeah, you guys are kind of standing in the middle of the town square right now.
First off,
Phandalin?
what the
Yeah,
hell?
in Phandalin.
Yeah. Okay, first off, what? Second, the fuck?
Yeah, where's Exotic?
No matter. I point to Nicola. Come on, we gotta go tell them that the mine's all clear.
No matter.
Yeah, we gotta go get paid.
Let's go get our money first, and then we'll worry about the finer details. Like,
First things fucking last.
where's our friends?
Well, while you guys do that, I think I'm gonna pop my head in some other shops here and see if he's just off looking for something sparkly.
You require assistance.
I mean, I like the company, but I don't really need the assistance.
I might go look around myself.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are in the town square, kind of right where Duff Post is right now. Looking around, you see Sister Gariel's home next to the Shrine of Luck. You see the Stonehill Inn, which is where you guys have slept previously. And then to the south is the Lion Shields coaster and the Townmaster Hall.
As I walk, go ahead.
Who are you?
Okay. As I walk past the Shrine of Luck, I put the 2 copper pieces that I had on the owl bear before we butchered it. I drop them in and say, "Thank you for your nice warm pelt," and I move on.
Okay.
Point to Nicola again. Go.
Oh, am I still carrying a head?
You are.
I better go with you then, I guess. I don't want to carry it longer than I have to. So yeah, I remember that I have this giant axe and ogre head, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, yeah, let's go take care of this, I guess. And I'll go with you, Kohi.
Elin, are you on Slack then?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going down to the Townmaster's Hall?
I'm going. Is there like a library or a place that sells books around here?
You recall seeing some books in Barthen's Provisions. Not a lot, but there were a couple in there.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure if you asked around, you might be able to find, somebody might have some other recommendations for you.
Okay. I've got a thing, but it's not important. You.
Are you coming with me, or are you going somewhere?
I said I was going on my own.
Oh, okay.
You're going with Kohi?
Yeah, I gotta see a guy about a head.
Okay. Okay, so you guys walk up to the door. It's been about a week or so since you guys last left Phandalin.
The place that had the manor that with all the crap in the basement,
Mm-hmm.
all the red brands and stuff.
Tresender Manor,
Yeah,
right where you are right now.
You mean the place that we're gonna claim?
Eventually.
It's a fixer-upper.
I can't remember if we like screwed up the ecosystem here or not. Go ahead. Sorry.
In what way?
Vacuum of thuggery.
Yeah.
Vacuum of power. We should step in and fill that void.
Let's be the menace.
Well, we'll be benevolent. I mean, right?
Not against.
Says you.
I'm not against menace.
We'll be like what? Neutral, maybe chaotic neutral. I don't know.
We're the hero. We're the hero this town deserves.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I
Not
we
the
are.
one he needs. That's
I
for
came up
sure.
with a vision that we're just going to install Princess as the, queen of this realm now.
De facto bandit leader. What?
All right, Keelan, sorry.
All
It
right.
was my fault.
So you guys get to the door of the Town Master's Hall, and there's still the orc sign, reward for the orcs, on the door. What do you guys do?
I tear the sign off the door.
And I use the head to knock on it.
Interesting door knocker.
You hear enter coming from the other side of the door.
All right, time to make an entrance with your owl head there.
Looking for this.
There's a mole head.
So as you open the door, you see sitting at the desk in the Town Master's Hall, Sildar Hallwinter, and greets you. Oh, wow, that's quite the orc's head you have there.
The orc's head, yep, that. Yep.
And is that an owl bear pelt?
Yes.
We've been busy.
Yes and yes.
I see that. Wow. I'm assuming that this is one of the orcs from Wyvern Tor over there.
I placed down on the table and spread out the 5 like symbols that we cut off the uniforms of the orcs. You were correct.
Shouldn't be giving you guys any more trouble.
Okay. Thank you. You see him kind of reaching into his desk and rummaging around and pulling out a small sack of what you, as he plops it onto the desk, you assume is the coin reward. And he says, he looks to you and says, 100 gold is what the sign said. I thank you very much for taking care of the problem and making the Tribord Trail a little bit safer.
Anything else that's been going on since the last week that we left?
I mean, we're still missing. Gundren has still not been located yet. The word is that he's still at the Craigmaw Castle. And we haven't heard from his brothers in a while either.
Yeah. No word from the Rock Seekers?
No, the Rock Seekers have been very quiet lately. It's unnaturally quiet.
Yeah, I don't know where the Craigmore Castle is, right?
Nope.
None of us did. That was the problem.
No, maybe we were supposed to learn from that demon witch, but maybe
Well,
not.
part of the issue was that I don't think we asked around about the castle in town, which is why we ended up coming back to turn in our quests.
You guys hear that disembodied voice?
It's crazy.
Stop
Talking
ghosting.
into your ear.
Exactly.
Okie doke. So I will set the ogre head on his desk and take the coin. I open the sack and kind of look inside and see that it appears to be about what he says it is.
About 100 gold pieces in there.
I pick it up with my 2 claws. I'm like, I'll be watching this. Drop it in my shell.
Okie doke.
Does that smell like turtle soup then in there, or?
Don't worry about it.
Depends on the last
It's
time
gold.
he bathed.
It can't absorb smell.
He was
Just a
soaking in that
leather
brick the
pouch
other
next
day.
to a hot turtle all day.
Turtle exhaust pipe.
Yup.
So I guess Sildar looks up at you and he goes, so you've had no luck at talking. You've had no luck at finding the Craigmaw Castle
No.
where
2
they're
dead
staying.
ends. 2 dead ends.
One
One with a necromancer and another one with a snapping my claws. What was the name of that thing?
Agatha.
Agatha.
Oh, you guys went to go talk to Agatha.
Yeah,
And
unsuccessfully.
She couldn't help you. She's
No.
she's known in these areas for being very knowledgeable as to what's going on.
Let's say negotiations broke down.
Yeah, we tried to rob her. She got pissed.
He says out loud.
And then yelled at her
What?
when we got caught.
And
I'm
you
not
see
there.
him just put his hand in his head and shake it a little bit. Oh
Mhm.
boy, you guys angered Agatha?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Here's the bait.
You guys.
Yeah, it couldn't be helped.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes I guess that happens sometimes. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys tried your hardest and like didn't mean to anger her, but I mean, she is a banshee and she is a little bit temperamental. But
I'm sure you
guys-
did as good as you could do.
We have some other members in our group with sticky fingers.
Okay. I mean, did you at least get any information from her?
Really
Anthony
rubbing his head.
Fury.
Can't-
asked for help
Turtle Man
stop
can't
him.
remember.
Yeah, we snagged some letters.
Right?
Okay.
Was it Rydoth? Cragmaw Castle rumors of a green dragon.
Where are you at, Josh?
There's the notes page.
Fine, I won't.
I'm just
review
asking. You're
notes.
more than welcome to be with us. But
Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna go look for artifacts.
all right, go pee in the Shrine of Luck or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Any suggestions on who we should check with next? For some
I mean, like, I haven't had any luck here in town asking about the Cragmaw Castle. My suggestion, I mean, like, perhaps some of the local goblin tribes in the area, like, might be able to, if you encounter any of them, they might be able to tell you anything.
Yeah, we've
Might be able to
seemed
tell
to
you
have,
something.
we seem to have picked up one of them. Scratching his head. Yeah.
Go check with Drew.
Maybe he can help us point us in the direction of where he came from.
Okay.
Any words from these bandits that we've cleared out of town?
There's been, as you look over, you see Jonas perk his head up as he's been sitting over there in the corner of the one of the jail cells in the town master's hall, and you hear Sildar say, "There's been nothing of the red brands since you guys took care of them last week. They I'm pretty sure Jonas here is the only one who's left."
Snaps. Does the black spider mean anything to you?
There we go.
And you see kind of Jonas cower and shiver a little bit, and he says, I never met the black spider, but I do know how terrifying he could be. Or the rumors of how terrifying he could be.
Townmaster kind of shrugs his shoulders, kind of nothing. Doesn't mean anything.
That's all he's been able to tell me.
All right. Looks like goblins are next lead to follow. Thank you for your help, Townmaster. Knocks the table.
Okay.
Does
Have we
anybody
gone to
want to jump in?
Thundertree yet?
No, that was on our list of things to do.
There's
Okay.
a necklace there.
Yes, but we did.
Well, and there's a guy. Never mind, I'm still ghost.
We have a goblin.
All right.
That was my plan.
I'd like to do something, but if somebody else wants to go, you're welcome to.
No, we're just going back into town. So
All right,
it's
so-
next person's up. Whoever wants to do
Yeah, so
something.
Alice and Kohi head out of, and Nicola head out of the Townmaster's Hall. We'll jump over to Tehran.
Your turn.
Sure. I'm kind of off on my own.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask around. I'm gonna start at like taverns and shops. I'll go to the trade guy first with like books. And what is the place called?
Barthen's Provisions.
Okay. I'll approach Barthen's Provisions and push the door open and step inside.
Okay. As you're walking up the road north towards the Tribord Trail, towards Barthen's Provisions, you see Quixotic coming out of the smith shop.
The Smith's shop?
Oh.
I
Hello.
Well, how far away do I see him? Because I'd rather avoid him than doing.
I mean, like he's walking out the door as you're walking past towards Barthen's Provisions. So
I'll pay him no mind.
okay.
He would be preoccupied, I guess, with his dagger. Did he learn anything at the blacksmith shop? I think I sent you a thing with a question.
We can go over that in just a second.
Okay.
So, all right. So Tehran, you head into Barthen's Provisions.
Yeah, I don't particularly try to stealth past him. I just ignore him and hope he gets the point.
Okay.
He doesn't even see him. He's paying
Okay.
attention.
All right, I'll go
Elsewhere.
to Barthen's provisions, and I'll step inside.
You enter the door and you hear a little ringing of the bell as you enter, and you see Barthen kind of perk his head up behind the counter and goes, "You're back. All right."
I suppose I am. I'm not here for anything particular, but we can talk about that in a minute. I'm here for information. How much do you know of, I guess, people in the area, figures, other people who may be well known? Do you deal with people, or do you just deal with goods?
I mean, in dealing with goods, I have to deal with some people. I need to keep my relationships up with others around me. What information are you looking for?
I am looking for. I'm looking for an Anthony. Anthony Fury.
Anthony Fury. You see him kind of scratch his head a little bit.
He apparently he looks for things like parchments and the like, and you deal in books. So I was wondering if maybe you've dealt with them.
The name sounds familiar, and you see him kind of pull out a book from down below, and you see him flipping through pages and whatnot, and he goes, and you see him kind of get back towards the beginning of this book, and he puts it down and he grabs another book out and he's flipping through the pages, and it looks like
Depends on how forthcoming he is.
it looks like there's I think I remember an Anthony Fury a number of years ago coming into my shop looking for some information.
I have money, don't I? Like I don't typically take cuts of gold, but we haven't dispensed gold in a while. I don't think. I got.
You should have cash, and we haven't really spent anything.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've distributed it.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have pretty good amount. I think Monty's got
That's what I
somewhere
have.
around.
I had like
I don't know.
just under 200.
I only have like 130. But whatever, it doesn't matter. This guy doesn't need gold. I will put 5 gold on the table.
Okay.
I'll ask him if he can be any more specific. Can you be more specific?
He looks at you, and like while he's looking at you, without even looking at the gold, he kind of brings it back around underneath the table. And he goes, "It looks like Anthony Fury was here, from what I'm seeing here, probably 2 or 3 years ago, looking for information about, looking for books." Related to some sort of frost maiden. It looks like he picked up my one book on a very rare book.
Do you have any more books on Aurel?
That was the one book I had on Aurel.
Okay. Do you know where he's from?
I believe it looks like he's from 10 Towns area.
10 Towns area. What area is that?
I
know where that is. Colin doesn't, but
he looks at you and he goes, have you heard of give me one sec.
It's up by Bryn Shandir. I think that's
Yeah.
part of the 10 Towns.
I was going to say that without so many words, but
Sorry.
no, that's fine. Yeah, he looks at you and he goes, 10 Towns is the name of a number of towns that have kind of banded together up in the far north, with Bryn Shandir being one of the leading leading areas. It's in the Icewind Dale region
Know
of
his
the world.
profession.
So that's not something that I usually take note of people's professions.
I'll flip another gold at him.
I
See you,
believe
Pat.
if I man, it's a long time ago. I think I remember him talking about like a bookstore or a library of his own that he
All right.
runs. So
Thank you. Can I take a quick look around? Just like look around the general store. Do I see anything of note?
sure. Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't look like there's been any new deliveries since you guys last came in. Yeah, there's no new magical items or anything that if that's what you're looking for.
Well, just anything in general. Like, does he have? Well, I guess a magical item would be a healing potion, but anything like that, or is there anything we've been hurting for? We've been like needing. I can't. Skirt. You need a skirt.
A skirt?
I wouldn't. I'm not your. I don't take care of your clothing.
My
Sorry.
ladies'
dealer.
maid.
Yeah. I
Haberdasher.
Any specific spell components anybody needs or anything like that, or?
I don't require any. But I'll thank him for his time and I'll leave.
Okay.
And I'll just walk back towards the center of town, wherever we divided from.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I guess that leaves Dapos, Monty, and is there anything else that you guys want to do before? Or are you guys just chilling out?
I'm just gonna sit by the Shrine of the Luck, plucking on my lute, a song that I kind of sort of made up about Cragmaw Castle, and I don't know if anything's gonna happen because of that, but I'm just gonna sit and play right in front of the shrine.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out with Monty.
Okay. As you guys are sitting there plucking your lute, Sister Gariel, hearing the sweet sounds of this melody coming through the window, pops her head out to see who's making such wonderful music. And she sees you, Dapos, and goes, Dapos, you're back. How was your trip to Agatha? Did you find out the information that we were looking for?
I relayed the information, and I'm sorry, I forgot everything we talked about with that.
Okay.
You were looking for a book, and the book was traded at some market, I think was the.
Yeah, but it was
Right.
like 1,000 years ago, wasn't it?
It was about a month ago.
No, it was like a while ago.
You remember that Agatha mentioned that the book, she had traded the book about 100 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I relay that's
Just one order of magnitude, no big deal.
unfortunately she sold the book 100 years ago in a market, and who knows where it is now, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, she looks at you and she goes, "Okay, that's good. That's more information than we had before." Did she like the comb that I sent with you?
Oh yeah, she loved the comb.
Okay. And then she was not more forthcoming than that?
Yeah, I really need better friends.
Your friend here is making some beautiful music. What happened?
It wasn't him. Somebody else kind of instigated a fight.
You guys had a tussle with Agatha?
I wouldn't say so much a tussle. It's a. We almost died.
I wouldn't say so much a tussle as yes.
And you just see her like put her hands in her head. Oh man, Agatha is such a. And like is she? Did you guys dispatch of her? I'm assuming
Oh, she's still around. She disappeared on us. We don't know where she went, but
you see a look of relief on her face,
Yeah.
and then
No,
kind
I
of
reach.
all of a sudden a look of fear on her face.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for her to just rear her ugly head and just make this worse.
And she looks at you and she goes, she takes a deep breath in and slowly exhales it. Thank you for your attempt at trying to get the information that the Harpers are looking for. I pray that there is not more of a fallout that happens because of
If I
Agatha.
believed, yeah, if I believed in your God, I would do the same.
She's like, then pray to yours.
I
And
don't
with that,
really know anymore. And I start holding up my hand and it starts glowing in that purple flame that I have. And it's like, yeah, I don't really know anymore.
she looks at you and she goes, do you know what's causing this?
I don't. All I know is that my mother was human. I have siblings that are human, but I'm not.
She looks at you and kind of ponders that question, that statement, and she goes, that's interesting. I let me talk to my contacts in the Harpers and see if anybody else has heard of something like this happening before.
That'd be most helpful, Agatha. Or
Sister Gariel.
Gariel. Yeah, I called her Agatha. Most wonderful, Gariel. I really appreciate that.
And she
Can't really be a good Harper unless I know where I came from.
looks at you and she goes, all good Harpers come from in here. Thank you for trying. And with that, she touches your shoulder and walks back into her house.
I think I might quit the Harpers.
What was that?
I say that to Monty under my breath. I'm like, I don't know if I'm a Harper anymore.
That's okay. I threw up a little
I
in
think
my
you just
mouth
get
when she
kicked
said
out.
that.
So,
Aw.
all
Oh,
right.
Sister Gariel, real quick question.
As she's about to close the door, she turns around and looks at you. Yes, Stavros.
Since you're asking around, can you see if you can possibly find Craigmont Castle? I want to get somebody out of there.
The Craigmoss. I will ask around through the Harpers and see what information I can find for you.
Appreciate it.
And with that, she closes the door.
Yeah.
All right, and then I guess we'll follow up with Quazotic.
So, did the blacksmith, was the blacksmith able to tell anything different about my dagger? Probably
It's not a crossbow.
It's not a crossbow, and he's not fond of that.
Sure got a crossbow.
I mean, do you want to jump back in time to your interactions in the smithy?
If you can paraphrase, that's fine. I asked about that. I asked about if he knew where the castle was, and then when he answered those questions, I went outside. I'm sure.
Immediately upon walking in, you see him get kind of excited, thinking that somebody was coming in to buy something, and
He thought someone was going to buy a crossbow.
and you pull out your dagger and you start to show it to him, and you ask him, so can you tell me anything more? He's like, do you want to trade that for a crossbow? And then
take candle.
he looks at it a little bit closer, and like you can see his eyes light up. He is very excited about what you have brought to him to show him, and he sees the maker's mark on there, and goes, nobody has seen a new a blade with Darganon's mark on that for a very long time. Where did you find that?
It was near a well north of Wyvern Tor. I forget the name of the well.
Okay.
The local miners were scared away from it because of some necromancer or something.
Okay.
Oh, which reminds me, we murdered a necromancer that was scaring off miners. So if there's a reward for that, if you could point me where that is.
Okay. He
You
looks at
get
you.
soul coins. They're worth
All right.
a lot when you die.
There you go.
He looks at you and he goes, I don't know anything about any rewards, but that dagger in and of itself is a reward unto its own. I'm assuming that you have no interest in trading that.
I was just curious if it did anything spiffy other than being made by master craftsmen. You know, this world has its own knickknacks and unique properties for certain things, and I guess I was unaware of the full extent of its importance.
So he wants to take it out of your hand and pick it up. Do you let him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he tries to just run out the back door, I'm gonna murder him. But that's besides the point.
Careful, he might have crossbows ready to go for you. So he picks up the blade from your hands and he's looking at it. It notices, I mean, like it's obvious that it is broken. The dagger itself is only like 3 inches long, with its kind of jagged, pointed tip and whatnot. And you see him kind of pick it up by its pommel of the dagger, and then all of a sudden, quicker than you've ever seen. Then you've seen anybody bring something down. You see him throw it with such precision and accuracy. More so, not necessarily from years of experience of throwing things, but just the repeated hammering and tinging and blade making that he has done over the years. And you see it land in a rat that had been kind of scuttling past and whatnot. And it looks like as he threw it, it wasn't necessarily anything magical, but it definitely looks like it is doing more damage to that rat after it was thrown than what you think that it would have done if you just tried to stab the rat.
So this thing that is the most valuable possession I own, I'm supposed to let go of it to throw it at something. I see.
So did I put the dagger in your?
I don't know if you did put the description in there, but if it's there.
Yeah. So
I'll
basically, you come to think that it
when
may
I
do
throw it,
an
it does
extra.
something spiffy.
It may do an extra 1d4 damage
Okay.
if it hits something.
If I let go of the most expensive thing I've ever owned, just whip it at stuff. Just let it ping down a well somewhere.
Tie a string to it. Just tie a string to it.
It just bounces off and flies off into a canyon. Well, shit.
You lodge it in the back of something big and it keeps running.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I have an Eldritch Knight.
All right. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you. Do you know anything about the Cragmaw Castle, or do you know anyone who may have been there or would know anything about it?
The Cragmaw Castle. I mean, there's a number of old ruined castles in the area, and the word is that the Cragmaws have taken up in one of the old abandoned castles. They try and hide their trail pretty well, because they don't want people coming to try and kick them out of their castle.
Is there a hunter or local, someone who roams a little bit, who may know a little bit more about the area?
I mean, like, have you talked to Radoth yet?
Who is Radoth?
I mean, like, he is.
Oh no, I have not talked to Radoth.
Radoth. I mean, like, he comes to town every once in a while to kind of refill his provisions before he goes back out.
There was a dude that was mentioned by Agatha's notes.
Yeah, he was mentioned in a letter, and he went to Thundertree
Thundertree.
Thundertree. He went to Thundertree.
Mhm.
So that may be a good bet to go to Thundertree next. So
I know Rydoth does. He knows a lot of the area and the castles around here.
Okay.
So
that is good. Thank you very much. And thank you for having a look at this dagger for me.
no problem. Keep that safe.
That poor accent slowly drifts into the German every time. All right.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so that's my whole interaction there, and then I wander out into town and pass Tehran and probably run into Monty and Dafos.
Yep.
Hello.
Tell me, what did we do?
So Monty and Dapos, you see Quixotic coming out of the smithies, and you guys look a little bit surprised that he's just seemingly unaware of that he's walking out of the smithies. He says,
just let me do one thing real quick.
"Sure."
Go for it.
Second,
you,
the fuck.
you cut out there. What was that?
First off, what? Second, the fuck.
I do not know what you're talking about.
I do one of those bang, where I missed chord.
It's a record scratch on a guitar for no apparent reason. as he runs up the frets. I woke up in my bed this morning. I don't understand what the question is.
You disappeared.
I do not know what you're talking about. We came into town. I went into bed and woke up in the morning. Why?
We went on the ship. We fought these squid people. It was like, I don't know. Did you watch that movie Pirates of the Caribbean with the Cthulhu looking motherfucker?
Did you have some of the absinthe before bed?
That's besides the point.
It was this
That is the
newfangled
point.
thing. We got to THC somewhere or another. I couldn't remember. It was some acronym.
We had some mushrooms in the wine.
Wait.
I don't know why that was bad.
Wait, where's Droop?
Where's who? Oh, he's with the cart. Or is he in the inn? I don't know. You're usually the one who watches him, yes?
We disappeared.
I do not remember this at all.
He woke up. Where were we? Or when you woke up, where were we?
You remember everybody going off, getting everybody into town. You guys made your way to the Stonehill Inn, and you guys had a drink at the bar and made your way up to bed, and that was the last thing you remembered.
I would have just woken up late and no one was there.
Yeah.
So
you had assumed that
You're like,
everybody had left.
haha, I get all the pocket bacon I can have. Haha.
Exactly. No one's gonna stop me from taking pocket bacon this time. As far as last game, there would have been no reason for Droop to have been involved, so I guess he would have just been at the inn or wherever he sleeps at night. So,
Droop cuddled up by the fire.
there you go.
A dumpster fire out back.
When I came down to breakfast this morning, he was by the fireplace sleeping. He snores like nobody's business. 3 times his size, you would think. So he was over there.
So
we're in the town square together right now.
yes.
Well, aren't you at the general store?
Well, I wasn't that far behind, I suppose. I could be approaching now.
Yeah. And then Alice and
Walking into the square now.
Kohi would be coming out of the general.
And we're
Hey, was
sauntering up.
There was some sort of reward for the scaring the miners off, yes? That was why we went to the well in the first place?
I look over at Koei and I say, "You turned in our bounty then, right?"
Well,
grab
that
the
was
little
for
bag.
Wyvern Tor. That was for the orcs. There was something for the miners too, yes?
I thought we wanted to.
That was at the inn, wasn't it? Or
That was
the
doing
store?
the necromancer and getting the zombies out of there.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That there was a necromancer scaring off some miners.
It was a
from the
different
wa-
post.
The well.
It wasn't the town master.
You
Right,
guys,
who posted
Don't you
it?
think we should go to the miners' exchange then? Probably.
That is that not where you came from? We were separated this morning. I do not remember.
I did not go.
Okay. Gohi, did you stop by the miners' exchange this morning to get the miner bounty?
No,
Oh, look at
Okay.
Nicola. Did you go to the miners' exchange?
he was with me. Calm down.
Yeah, I was with them. I don't even know
Who's the
where this
miners'
exchange
exchange?
is. Let's go.
Money.
I'm just playing instrument. It's what I do. She gets it.
okay. So you guys start heading down to the miners' exchange.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right. So as you're heading down towards the miners' exchange, you guys are passing the buildings, and you enter the door, and inside you see Darn, Endermath, kind of sitting there. He's like, "You guys are back." And he looks at you and goes, 1, 2, 3. And it looks like you guys are all still here. I'm assuming that
Are
you
you-
guys, that
are
you
you
guys didn't have a
surprised with
chance. I mean, like, from what the description was, that sounded pretty terrifying. And I guess, did you guys run off from what was there too, or?
All dead.
Turn off.
Oh, we murdered this
Two,
bastard.
2 out of 10. Would not
Well done.
recommend.
All good. Yeah.
2 out of 10 fell on a well.
Yep.
Got hit by a fireball first time around.
Done well. Found some really cool shit.
I told you,
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's still a joke.
In character,
It's
he says
okay.
it.
You just gotta let it go.
in character, got hit by a fireball. Would not recommend.
Darren looks at you. Okay. So I take it then that you have succeeded in taking care of the what was out there.
Oh, you mean human loss?
Necromancer. About 11 zombies.
Oh,
Don't we have his
wow.
staff or something? I think, right?
Yeah, where's his staff? That's
We've been
glass
collecting
staff.
wizard staffs lately, have we not?
Did we take his staff?
Oh,
No,
thought
we
we
took
did.
his
No.
We got
diary.
glass staff. We kept glass staff.
That wasn't
That
glass
wasn't glass
staff.
staff.
No,
that
that was
was
not glass
Hamoon.
staff. That was someone else.
Did he have a
Hamoon.
cloak? Did Hamoon have a cloak?
Whatever,
No,
we-
that
we
was
kept
down
all
the well.
because we would have sold it.
He had this, and I pull out the dagger, and I say, he had this on him. We took it from him. He's dead now.
And the diaries.
Mine.
We have his diaries too.
Oh, we do have his diary. No, those aren't his. Those are from Agatha, correct?
No, we
Oh,
actually
we
have
can-
one of his too.
No, we do have his diary.
Oh, we need to get our shit together.
Had anybody read his diary?
Right. That was the curious
did?
letter. It was from yeah.
Didn't you read it, Colin?
A curious letter?
I thought the
That was
curious
it?
letter was from
That was
yeah,
from
in
last
the
time, wasn't it?
I don't think you guys had.
in roll 20. I thought the curious letter was
Are we
his.
making it up? Like, I don't think he had that shit.
I don't think he had a diary or anything either.
Well, fine. You know what?
That's it.
I pull out the scroll tubes that we have.
We took his
How about
tent.
that?
What
We
was
do
his?
have
We
that.
did
We took
take
his
the
tent.
tent.
We
We have his
took
whole
his
tent.
tent.
We took the
That's what we
tent.
took.
Tent.
All right, time out.
He's dead.
What was his
Okay.
name?
Hamoon
Hamoon.
Hamoon.
Moon.
Amun
Amun-
loss.
cost.
Well, then who the hell is Yarno? I'm
Yarno
looking
is
at the
the-
curious letter right now.
It's
Darno is somebody that we found. This letter is glass.
Glassstaff.
Oh,
This was
okay.
a letter to Glassstaff from the Black Spider, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay,
And
then
I know
I'm-
it was the wizard. Well, yeah, Glassstaff, the wizard.
okay.
And then we had another
we
letter
fucked up.
from the
but-
owlbear thing.
We stole his whole tent.
So
And
it's
then
just,
we-
The problem
He's dead.
in the well is
We
over.
got
It's over.
box and the dagger that was there. Any of the miners would have recognized the tent, so they can vouch for that at least. At least I would think so.
Okay.
That is what we tell the miners exchange person.
Darren looks at you and with a very surprised look, thinking that you guys likely would not have either come back or succeeded in driving off what was ever at the old owl well. And you see a little bit of a look of panic on his face as he's unsure what to do as you stand there with your hand out expecting some sort of payment. And he goes,
Can I tell that he's, I don't know, expected us
Not
to not
prepared
have
to
to be
pay
paid
people for
because
doing
he's
the thing
dead?
that he told us to do.
Yeah.
make me an insight check.
Ooh, a -1. Cool.
On
Boom.
an unrelated note, I will also make an insight check.
Hey, wait, I saw a 3. Oh, no, there's a 3. Cool.
Hang on.
He's smiling, looking at you. That's all you see.
Hang on.
I'm not after the money. I mean, I just told him that the job is done.
How's a 23 rub me?
23. He definitely thinks that whatever was at the old owl well, based on the description of what other people, of like the other miners in the area, like running away from scared, like he thought that whoever
No one
went
would
out
come
there,
back.
that nobody would come back. So he's very surprised. He didn't necessarily have any.
So you
Any-
knowingly sent us off to our doom, huh?
So hang on.
Oh,
So
he was just reporting the news.
yeah, you are more than welcome to handle this in gems. I assume that you have. Also, if you guys do go by the well, just be aware there are probably, I don't know, 20 plus corpses around there because he was a necromancer. So there are just bodies everywhere in various degrees of manglement.
I mean, because we could go find another necromancer and put him back if you'd
Just
like.
put him back in place, yes.
Right.
I'm sure there's...
Go round up some undead and put it right back over there if you prefer.
Hell, I mean, any
you see
wizard
him
can be a
funneling
necromancer.
quickly.
Yeah.
it wasn't that big of an inconvenience.
Ghostbustering him, Josh?
Are we really shaking down a poor miners exchange clerk?
Time.
Are we really
Time out.
shaking
He
him
works for
down?
the
This is
miners'
the
exchange.
single
Is this what we're
point of-
Their
doing?
whole job is to dig up gems.
Yeah, it's the
Hold
single
on.
point of money for this whole town. If anybody's got money,
It's not
the miners
his.
exchange.
He's just the middle guy. It's not his money.
Well, he can
the
talk
bank.
to his superiors. I don't care. I understand. He's just a
So
middleman.
yes, so yes is your answer. You're shaking this guy down.
The answer is yes, we're shaking this guy down.
I go, what was your intention? To send us to accomplish nothing and have us killed? Why did
yeah.
you bother telling us about this?
This man is the shittiest assassin I have ever met.
I had no intentions of you dying. My assumption was that you guys would have been scared off as well, from whatever had scared off the miners. My hope was that you guys would have been able to take care of whatever was scaring away the miners.
Then my
Obviously, this
question
necromancer was.
Why would you send us at all without having a reward of some kind?
My hope was that you were doing it from the goodness of your heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I would hope that out of the goodness of your heart, you would outfit and clean Tressidar Manor so that when we return, we have a place to sleep.
Oh.
That seems fun enough for me. And he just turns around and walks out the
I
door.
wash my claws of this. I will not have.
I agree with what he said. Not the turtle, the scary looking dude with the frost coming out of him.
Lawful good cannot abide by this.
What?
Chaotic nature. Man, we're good.
I asked for a reasonable exchange of.
There wasn't. We went into this eyes wide open. There was no posted reward. There was no handbill given to us. He told us that there was stuff going on. We went willingly.
No, we did a good deed for the community. Does the community have no thanks?
So if you want to shake him down, go ahead. I'm not.
That's what
Yeah,
He looks at he looks up.
Take drink credits.
He is taken aback a little bit. He looks at this giant turtle in his shop or in the exchange, and he goes, "Thank you."
The turtle turned around and walked out, yeah.
As I was saying this.
As he
is
was
not
saying
right.
this, and he looks at you, Kohi, and he goes, "It may not be much, But I think that this might be able to do good in your hands. And he kind of palms you a sizable diamond. You think that if you were to try and resell this diamond, it would be about 300 gold pieces worth of diamond.
What did Turtle get?
See, Kohi, it never hurts to ask.
It never hurts to intimidate either.
Well, okay. Did he try and sleight of hand it
I
to
just
him,
asked
or
him to
did
clean a
he?
fucking house because we cleaned up a well. I don't think that was a shakedown. I think it was a reasonable fucking ask. Hey, I did all this shit for you. You mind helping us the fuck out? But in fewer words and a little nicer than that. I don't think that's unreasonable.
No, but you did. That's a nice, clean version of what you thought you did. But
That is not what you did.
It's not what you did. You did 3 passes on him of asking for money.
No. I didn't ask for money any of the time except for.
You're right. A reward.
No, I wasn't asking for a reward. I was asking for an
Wink.
explanation. If he didn't have a reward, why was he sending us? And he didn't expect us to live.
We
Why
asked.
send us
I
off?
gave you all that information.
I
If
didn't
we
quite
came in
understand
there,
that.
we needed a gem for Dev Post. We bought one from him. We asked him if there was stuff going on. He told us this. We went. That was it. That was it.
It sounds like a quest. Quest and rewards.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
experience from it.
There you go.
And a
But
shitload
no.
of fucking magic items.
No, hold on.
Put hair on your chest.
I just want to clarify what I was doing there. I wasn't trying to get a reward. I was trying to figure out if he was trying to kill us somehow. Like, if you didn't expect us to come back, why the fuck did you expect us to come back? Why did you send us if you didn't think we'd come back? Are you trying to kill us? That was
I'm
it.
with you,
We
Colin.
didn't-
I thought that was a
I
little
wasn't
shady.
looking for money.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
a
I
little
was
shady
mad.
as shit.
And
I was
that's what
up
made
for
my
a
house.
reward. I'll be honest. I was.
He looks at you. I sincerely was not trying to kill you, my friend. I was hoping that you guys would be successful. But if I'm being honest, I did not think that I thought that you guys would be, you guys would turn and run away from, whatever was out there as well.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't have to do
I
that.
hope you enjoy the boom to your business because we were successful.
Hey, do you
Okay,
know where Craigmore
there's
Castle
no more need to guilt trip him. We are going to leave this
All
place
right,
now.
all right.
Come on, yeah, something.
This
You
will
were-
benefit everyone.
Does he know where Craigmore Castle is?
Yeah, do you know anyone who might know where Craigmore Castle is?
I probably shouldn't ask him.
Or goblins.
You see
Do
him
they have
kind of look up, and he goes, I mean, there's goblins all along the Tribord Trail. You guys have you guys run into any goblins on the trail yourselves?
Last group.
I mean, like, there's word that people are constantly getting pillaged from the goblins and along the trail.
Poke
That's,
at Dev Post.
those
We gotta-
are the
we
only
gotta do
goblins that I
something.
know of.
All right.
All right.
Craigmore.
Are we spending the night here, or why don't we just leave? Or did we spend? Is this the day we arrived, or a day after we slept here?
This is the day after you guys slept here.
Well, let's get out of here then. Let's go. Let's ask Droop if he knows anything about Craigmore Castle, because we somehow haven't covered it in 3 weeks, or however fucking long he's been with us.
So, as we walk out of the store, I say, so I was thinking about this. In the note, it mentions the guy that went to Thundertree came from Craigmore Castle. So, if we don't find anyone in town, we just go to Thundertree and find the guy that came from Craigmore Castle. Granted, it's a bit of a trek, but it's not a bad idea.
And we should probably go there then.
Just
I feel like
thinking.
that's the most. Well, let's ask Droop first, just for the sake of,
We asked Droop. He knew nothing.
Did we ask Droop?
I
Yeah,
asked
I think
him,
we did ask Droop, didn't we?
Yeah.
Then let's.
Yep.
What did the note say about Thundertree? A green dragon?
It
problem?
says, in my effort to protect the North, I must come to you again. I left my observation spot of Cragmaw Castle they've taken for rumors of a green dragon plague plaguing the ruined town of Thundertree. I must know what brings the beast to these ruins. Rydoth. So if we can find Rydoth, Rydoth knows where Cragmaw Castle is because he left there to go to Thundertree.
Does anybody know anything
Better
about
is-
preparing for fighting green dragons?
With that Arcana, Nature, maybe something like that.
Make me an Arcana check
Who?
and
Who
a
wants to do
history
that?
check.
Well, I'll do the history one.
I have a +4 to history.
You can do
I'll do
it. I have the
Arcana.
same. Why don't you go for it? Go for it, Sean.
Why don't you help each other?
Nope.
Ooh.
I will do my history thing.
Then that's helping.
It's because we're in a group.
All right.
Now we're all
So
assembled again.
right. So with a 9 Arcana, Duffos, you've heard of green dragons. Generally are let's see.
Dragony.
They're pretty cunning and treacherous of true dragons, and that they generally use misdirection and trickery to gain the upper hand.
Do I know their breath weapon? Because I know their breath weapon too, but does Daphos know their breath weapon?
With a 9 Arcana, you don't know their breath weapon.
Got it.
It's been a while since you've read up on green dragons, so.
Oh,
And
they're pretty crafty guys. Like, this is not a fight we should go in just like we have been.
and Nikola with a 16 history, you know that the green dragons generally love forests, and generally compete for territory with black dragons within the marshy woods, and generally a forest controlled by a green dragon is generally easy to spot. Usually a perpetual fog hangs in the air when a legendary green dragon is nearby. So
Green dragons like green foggy places.
and
They make the
generally
fog.
there's an acrid smell of almost like a poison in the air of the fog.
Almost like a poison.
And it smells like Rob's trash can.
It smells like death incarnate, I see. It smells like the asshole of a cow after Taco Tuesday at Taco Bell. Got it.
So that is what you guys know about green dragons.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
All right. Is there anything else we want to do in town? Is there any provisions we would like to go? Otherwise, we should go to Thundertree.
Oh,
Which
I need
is-
to go to. I need to take Princess here to Bartham's real quick.
Wait, which place is Bartham's again?
General store.
Okay.
So you guys head up towards Barthen's, and you guys enter the door, and you hear a ding-a-ling-a-ling. And Barthen looks up and looks surprised that there's another set of customers in here for the day. And he goes, "Oh, you're back in town too? Okay. What brings you back?"
I may have ruined her skirt. We need a new one.
I twirl and like the singed ends kind of like flare and ash falls a little.
He looks at it and he kind of puts his fingers up and is looking at your skirt and goes, and he scurries off into the back of his shop, and out he comes with a new leather skirt, if that's what you're looking for.
Yep.
So
Sure.
it is a beautiful looking leather skirt. You can kind of see that it has like some really unique patterns carved into it. Likely it was done by either him or perhaps his sons working in the back to make it. So
How much?
he looks at you, goes, this I don't sell a lot of these. But for you, 5 gold. Four. What'd you say?
Done.
All right. And with that, he hands Alice the skirt, and quickly swipes up the coin that you put onto the counter.
I squeeze and I say, "Thanks, Davos. I forgive you."
You're the first.
All right.
Just gonna point out this fireball scroll could have been real handy for a dragon.
That depends on the dragon.
Fireballs are big bowling balls.
Dragon before it hit 12 zombies. I feel like we got more out of the first one.
And 3 PCs.
Yeah.
That is besides the point.
15 instances. Of
Fireballs are just big bowling balls. They're not really great against single targets.
They still do a shitload of damage.
You do.
Okay. So you guys head out.
I'm going to steal all of the pocket bacon I can get my hands on.
No. No.
It's
Survival
breakfast.
check.
God.
Survival check. Survival
I had
check.
already marked that. I assume that you had taken all the pocket bacon this
Okay,
morning.
good.
Nobody else was
Good,
looking.
good. Well, yeah, no one else was there.
Yep.
I got up to the continental breakfast and it was like, this is going in my pocket, and this is going in my pocket, and this
Damn
is going in my pocket.
I had
Hey,
snuck
Nikolaj.
snuck away to put my skirt on, and I come back and I have like my hands, and I'm like, oh, it has pockets.
Well, of course it has pockets.
Hey, Nikolaj, real quick. Do you know prestidigitation?
I do actually.
Do I know
I
what
shit
now?
you not.
Prestidigitation, where you can make like fire or light or something like.
Or possibly change the smell of an object so it doesn't smell?
That is the thing I can do.
I will permit you
Except
to
with
have
his
that
garbage
pocket
can.
bacon as long as you prestidigitate it. As long as you make it not smell like bacon.
You can't make. It defeats the purpose of bacon.
It now smells like
smells
sausage.
I am
This
not
bacon
being
smells
attacked
like
by
lilacs
direwolves
until I
again.
say otherwise.
It's turkey bacon. It's not real.
Oh. This bacon will smell like lilacs until I say otherwise.
If only
Fair.
turkey bacon was negative calories, then maybe.
Celery bacon.
Celery bacon.
It's soy.
High in fiber.
It's soy. That's not even real
Oh,
meat.
It's
soy.
it's cauliflower. They flatten it and then bake it.
I've really had that. It's
To
not,
make it into pizza crust. Kind of thing.
Exactly. Except in this case, it's bacon.
Cauliflower
all right.
bacon.
So we're going to Thundertree now.
To the Thundertree.
Elon, I sent you a message in Slack.
Yep. So
Dylan.
are you doing that now?
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right. Tell me
So
what to do.
we're making a decision to go to where? Thundertree?
Thundertree.
So I got this cool thing I can cast ritually.
Keelan, in order to fast track this, I'm going to refill my rations up to 10 days. And then I'll just pay for it.
I go, before we leave here, I mark, we're kind of in the middle of town square, and I mark off a big square, mark off 4 corners, and see where this
Okay,
one with
so-
a W, with in my turtle language, wheel, and woe and nothing.
So
then-
you pull out the small pocket of dragon bones that you have on you,
Mhm.
and you take them and you kind of cast them. You kind of roll them onto the square that you drew out, and you're looking at it, and it's as you're looking at the dragon bones and trying to read them as like what information that they're trying to tell you. All of a sudden, you see you hear the squawking of a flock of birds above you, and you look up and you kind of see them all pointing in like a V, almost if they're migrating. pointing in the direction that you guys were about to head out onto the trail. So you think that you are on the right path.
Mm. These sticks have been traded within my village for a long time, and they're telling us this is the way to go.
All right, that sounds like
Never
a
been-
plan.
Never been
Let's
one to
do-
turn down a prophecy like that.
Let's do the thing we were going to do anyway. Hooray!
Now we have confidence, though.
That's true.
That
is
was
something
the
I-
idea. I'm
that
tired of
isn't-
this goose chase that we've been on for the last 2 months.
That means we
I'm
get
sorry,
advantage
are we
on
not
everything
following
we do,
birds?
right?
Is this not a goose chase? That is exactly what you're doing. The birds are leading us,
Peace was
and
always
we are
an
following
option.
them.
So it does strike you as odd that there are birds migrating right now, though.
We
So.
are chasing the geese.
Mhm.
All right.
Hey,
Choose it
you
that
should
way.
shoot one.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
You should shoot one.
I don't. My arrow
They're
does
good
not
luck.
shoot.
What are we doing?
I do not want to murder the
Don't
good luck
shoot the
goose.
birds that showed up right after the cleric cast the spell.
I don't want to murder the good luck goose.
I
Bad
just,
omens.
just start
That's-
shuffling off.
Isn't that like murdering an albatross on the sea?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
such
assume-
bad luck.
It's 100% bad luck. I just wanted to mess with them.
Okay, that's bad. Don't mess with the guy. All right, are we going to head off on the cart? Take the cart and the goblin and the horse, and we go.
Don't forget our tent.
And the car and the tent. Do we need any other provisions? I brought 10 days rations for myself. We have been successful at murdering shit lately.
Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Choose is that way. Can you throw up the big map then?
Yep, that's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
I have two
Give 'em
versions
a
of the map.
minute.
I always have to go into the map first and verify that I'm taking you guys to the right map.
Right.
This looks to be.
It's a map. It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
Okay, so
That is a
this
hike.
is similar to a map that we have, correct?
Yes, this is it's a combination of a couple different maps that you guys have gotten and kind of then just general knowledge of information that you guys have of the area.
So it is.
Side note, I actually have cartographer tools.
Ooh.
Continue.
Are you
So-
making your own map as you go?
Is it of our assumption that the best route would be to travel back down the Tribord Trail to the high road and then up the river? Or is there a shortcut that we could like cut the distance along like
I mean, we could
Here.
go through the forest. I don't agree with that path, but we
I'm
could.
sure that would be shitty as hell.
That's
That's the technical term.
you hear Drew perk up his ears and he goes, "You want to take this cart through off the trail and through the woods?"
No, I don't think it's a possibility.
So is this is
Grandmother
plains, right? Right here?
It's plains and hills and whatnot, but generally, if you're
Cart
traveling
worthy.
not on a trail, unless you're gonna travel slower than you would normally.
Yeah, I agree with the idea of take this up to the river and then follow the river.
So how's the hell do they get from Thundertree to Neverwinter? Is there a path near the river? Does anyone with history know anything about the path to Thundertree?
Well,
Make
what we
me a
could do is
history
go to
check. Find
Neverwinter.
I
We
will
could
do
go to
that myself
Neverwinter and
as
get a
I've been
boat.
asking about it constantly for the past 30 seconds.
I will assist you. Normal assist you.
Mike,
No, maybe
Come
you should do it separately. I'm just curious.
Okay.
person who told us about the necklace, I think also told us where Thundertree was, didn't she?
That is true, yes. So
did.
there is
She's-
a person
well,
in town that would
yeah.
know how to get there. Can we just ask her real quick what
Gone. We just need to remember what she told us and how to get to her hometown.
I thought she lived in town. We just
She's from Thundertree.
yeah, but she left Thundertree because the whole city was burned down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's
the
here.
Thunder Tree, from what you guys recall, of the story that she told you guys, is that there is Thundertree is essentially ruins now after the orcs came through.
Right.
And basically, she left. They left in a hurry. Myrna and her family. They do live in Phandalin now.
Yeah.
But she did give you guys some directions. I mean, like, while it is ruins and people don't go there very often, there is like footpaths and whatnot following the river up to Thundertree.
Okay, so the most reliable route would be to go down the Trarborough Trail, up the high road, and then kind of near the river, correct?
Correct. That's the most that's the easiest route. There might be other ways to get there, but
We follow
Okay.
the edge of the forest. Is that the other idea?
We could give it a try, but it's possible that this might be hills and not necessarily plains. We might even be able to skirt through the forest if we left the cart behind, most likely. We could leave it with the guy. With Gundren. No, with Sildar. We could
Sildar?
leave it with Sildar. And we could just go through the forest. We wouldn't have the cart, we would have the goblin, we would have to carry our own shit. Do you
Kind of
want
like
to do
ditching
that?
the cart. Kind of like that idea.
Yeah, why don't we leave the cart with Gundren and we can cut straight through the forest if we like.
I also want to settle up the gold that we got for the orcs for the 100 gold. So everyone gets 14 pieces, and I leave 2 pieces with the inn that we stayed at.
Thank you. Did you say 14?
Yes, it was 100, so divided by 7. So
There we go.
everyone gets 14 pieces of gold.
okay. Looking at the map, you guys think that you guys could probably make it to Thundertree in about 2 days time. So it looks like if you guys are walking on foot up there.
That's cutting through the forest then, or how is that?
Yeah, that's cutting along the edge of the forest and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, that might be, and it would be longer if we took the cart, correct?
If you take the cart and you take the trail, you're probably looking at 3 days time or so.
Okay, it might just be easier to leave the cart. I mean, we're not carrying anything in it right now.
What about dragon parts?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess if it's only an extra day, it's not like we're in a hurry for anything, other than to try and save this poor man who's probably being tortured every day of his life. I'm sorry, did I say that part out loud?
Said the quiet part out loud.
Oops.
How certain are we that there's? Oh,
What's the question?
I was thinking, how certain is it that we will come across a dragon? But if we
The-
find the castle, we find the dragon.
No, the dragon was near Thundertree, but we don't know that it's still there. The guy that was around was investigating it. Rydar, or whatever his name is, was
Rydoth?
looking into it. Rydoth. The R guy.
If we're not in a hurry, are we trying to save someone or find someone in the castle? I can't remember.
He had the map to get to the
mine.
mine. So I mean,
And how long
realistically, if he's dead, I mean, he made it to the secondary site at this point. So in a kidnapping, he's probably dead. But
I'm not in a hurry.
yeah, we're not in a hurry, so we could take the cart, I guess, and take the long way around the roads.
There it is.
Keelan is just silently chuckling about the second site.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, yeah, I guess we could take the cart and take the long way. I mean, there's no hurry, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll put that up to the group, but I'm assuming that's okay. Does that
Rather
bug
not
anyone?
walk, but I can.
What's that? I
She
don't
wants
think
to
we can
ride,
get.
not walk, so she's okay with walking.
Yeah,
or going
I
to
don't
walk
think
away.
we can get horses anyway. So either we'd be walking or we'd be riding the cart.
Okay, let's go then.
All right. So,
All right.
yeah,
Passenger seat.
Off in the cart. So we will take the Tribord Trail to the high road, to the river, up to Thundertree.
okay.
I'll sit in the cart behind Teron where he's sitting. And I'm kind of like twiddling my thumbs and I say, you know, I've been kind of thinking about it for a while now since Quixotic and I were talking. Teron, how old are you?
Embarrass yourself by not knowing that.
You're a dead guy.
Yeah. Well, I would never presume to ask you your age if I didn't know.
Well, you've known me since I was a baby. You know how old I am.
It's not my fault. Old enough.
Chuffs at her.
No. All right. Old as a cow's ass.
Old as a cow's ass.
Middle fingers across the board.
All right. Guess I'll just go get fucked.
Just Robert De
You
Niro's.
made him uncomfortable.
Well, fuck me then.
Mm.
You don't know by now. You either weren't listening or you didn't care.
I go icy armor indeed.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm getting frostbite on the ground here. Oof, that's a cold shoulder, all right.
You look over and like the bench is kind of like icing over a little bit.
Starting to frost a little bit.
Turtle chuckle.
Turtle chuckle. Turtle chuckle.
A chortle, perhaps.
It's like a turtle, but more jolly.
Mhm.
I keep my eye out a little bit, but I mean, we're just traveling, so.
As you guys are traveling down the road, you see a field of flowers, and as you're going by, Quizalta, you reach your hand out and you grab a handful and you smell it, and it smells like a beautiful flower.
Like bacon.
It smells
With-
like my bacon.
With a slight hint of pocket bacon.
My bacon currently smells like lilacs, so there's no reason why it can't also smell like the flowers in the field.
Did you Febreze that bacon?
It's lilac bacon. It's vegan.
Mhm.
I prestidigitated it. Oof, that's a fun word to say.
It's a pretty
make-
neat trick.
Lilac smell like bacon next.
Can I check to see how well traveled this road is?
Sure.
This is
Make me-
we're on the Tribord Trail right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Make me a check of your choice. Tell me a story.
So I'm just kind of checking. It's been whatever.
Survival
2
check.
months. It's been 2 months since we've kind of looked at stuff. Since we came this way, so
So it's been about a week and a half or so, maybe. Maybe
this
2.
are we just going up the way yet? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, even still, I mean, like it's only been 2 weeks or so, maybe 3 at the most, since you guys left Neverwinter. So I should probably just over a week and a half or so. Yeah. So over the last week, I mean, like, there's cart tracks along here. There's horse tracks. There's footprints. It's you can still see your tracks in the road from over the past week or so. There hasn't been much rain that has washed out anything. Yeah, overall, there's people that come and go, but it's not a super well traveled path. It's a shortcut to get between the high road and I forgot what the other road is that's off to the east. But you know that the Tribord Trail kind of connects the two north of the Sword Mountains. So
I kind of tell the group we've really been the only ones traveling this road with all the noise that's been out in the east.
so
Maybe we can travel more openly and quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Time off.
I mean, we did murder the last group of goblins. I'm not too concerned. As long as they don't carry anyone off, we should be okay.
All right.
So you guys kind of come up upon early evening. Sun's starting to set. You can kind of see the shadows on the road are starting to get long, and you guys kind of end up kind of near where you guys first slept with the Craigmaw Castle. All right, sorry, at the Craigmaw hideout after you guys had taken care of all the goblins in there.
Okay.
So
Set up camp and get ready for bed.
Might as well.
okay.
I'm gonna climb that tree though when I do my lookout
All right.
or when I do my sleeping.
There are trees nearby on the outside of the hideout that allow you to keep your post. So, so night comes. You guys take your rest. Kozatek up in his tree takes first watch. Make me a perception check.
I usually take second watch.
Okay.
As if I sleep for 4 hours, then I'm fully rested.
I'll take first watch.
All right. Monty takes first watch.
Monty takes first watch and makes a perception check. It happens like this.
Okay. As the kind of night rolls on and you're keeping an eye out, because you guys are kind of camping outside of the Craigmaw's hideout that you guys had emptied out, and you're a little bit more on edge, but you don't hear any. You guys had checked the cave to verify, but you guys didn't see any recent tracks or anything. Your watch goes by without much of an issue.
Yeah.
Darn right.
So.
Second watch, that's me.
So
And then
you tap Quixotic and he takes his watch. Quixotic's feeling a little bit tired.
Quixotic does not sleep, he's just distracted.
And the rest of the night seems to go by without any cause. Yeah, it seems like the Craigmaws have not come back to figure out why nobody is giving them any updates from the hideout. So
They have officially fucked off.
Yeah.
All right, to the traveling.
you guys wake up and Kohi, you think you smell a little bit of bacon. You're not sure where it's coming from, but you are. That's about all. That's about all I have to say about that.
It's inside check. See if he's noticing my pocket bacon.
It's just a slight whiff, as if maybe it's coming from the inside of the cave, from an old fire or something. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of mutter. I'm like, that better not be bacon.
He looks Monty square in the eyes and says, "You saw nothing." Eats a slice of bacon and then casts prestidigitation on himself and walks off.
For the right fee, I could see nothing. Lavender bacon, please.
This one would taste like bacon. Here you go. Eat it quick.
No.
I don't know how much pocket bacon I
saw
have, but
nothing.
I give him a pocket bacon piece.
You have a very big pocket full.
Yeah.
Is that bacon
It's
in
like
your pants, or
sticking-
are you just happy to see me?
It's sticking out of his pants like a fistful of pencils or something like that. So I give him a
Alright.
bacon flavored piece of bacon, eat a bacon flavored piece of bacon, and then my
Bacon
pants smell like
flavored bacon.
lilacs and I walk off.
God damn it.
Okay.
Little be
Swear to
known,
God, if we get followed by
owlbears
wolves again, I'm gonna be so
love
mad.
lilac.
Off we go.
You guys head off the trail.
That way.
Do you guys? What do you guys do?
I'm always on the watch.
Okay.
Fairly quietly
check this.
traveling.
Check this trail again, since it's been a couple, like this road we haven't been on in a while, as opposed to the Tribord Trail.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, you guys head up the pathway, eventually making your way to
You got
what is
this?
the name of the what's it, Port? No, not
Neverwinter?
no. Helm's Hold was the town along the trail that you guys.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, that
map?
was the town we went through initially. It was
Oh.
the first town we went
Yeah, the
through
first
out
town
of.
you guys went
Oh
through.
yeah.
So just made up there towards evening, and yeah, you guys find the same town, same gatekeeper at Helm's Hold, looking at you guys a little bit funny. Yeah.
I was just surprised we came back. There was a Harper contact here that
There was not.
Defos hit. There was not a Harper contact. I totally did not notice that last time we were through here.
There was I guess Duffos, you do remember there was somebody in Helm's Hold who recognized your sigil and pointed you guys towards. I'm failing on the name of the town now, or the tavern, but was the place where you guys sleep.
What?
No, there's a tavern in Helm's Hold that you guys stayed in that I'm failing on the name of now. So
Don't worry about it. It's good. We know what you're talking about.
Yep.
All right. So we're just gonna stay the night at the inn and then head out in the morning?
Yep.
Fast forward.
So yeah, so you guys pay your gold, and you guys get your rooms for the evening, and you wake up to the delicious smell of fresh cooked bacon.
I eat all of my pocket bacon.
I point at it and like, this is where we cause problems. Point at Quixotic. That was that.
All right.
That is my pocket bacon check.
All right. Kohi, make me a perception check. Just because I know that you were watching for his pocket bacon shenanigans from last time. Oh yeah, you definitely saw him.
He's absolutely shoving a fistful of bacon in his pocket.
What? No.
My claws on the table. What are we doing?
It was saving rations for the
No,
road.
No. Do you
They're
remember what
lavender
happened last time?
I do not. As he just takes a piece out of his pocket and just slowly just slips it into his mouth.
You will not get up from the table until you eat all the bacon.
Sit down and eat it all now.
He looks him square in the eyes and says, "He's a promise, not a threat." And he just slowly starts to slip bacon after bacon after bacon into his mouth.
Good.
He looks at you and he says, as you're like finishing up the last bite that you pulled out of your pocket, he says, "All of it."
All of it.
Does he notice the bacon that I had in there from the last inn?
He does now.
This is too much salt. I'm going to get very sick.
It's
As
your
he
fault.
continues to just eat bacon.
I caught my kid smoking. You're smoking all the cigarettes.
All right. Well, I eat way too much bacon, which is probably going to make me hurl, I imagine.
On check.
Keelan, on the way out, I'm going to try and fistful of more bacon.
Just can't help yourself.
I
Sure.
can't.
Make me a.
Just fucking fall over.
As you go to like try and sneak some bacon, like you look over and Kohi is literally watching you try and like grab a handful of bacon.
Just reach. Oh.
He looks at you. He says, "Drop."
Slaps it. No.
No. No.
Fine. That is fine.
All right, so you guys head out of the tavern and make your way back to the cart and head up the trail. Kosada, make me a perception check at disadvantage because you are a little bit distracted, having stuffed your face with pocket bacon.
16. So the best roll I've had with perception all night at disadvantage.
Maybe you should eat more pocket bacon.
That's that's the
Pocket
only
bacon
version
gives
is
you
more
plus
pocket
to
bacon.
perception.
You're
Right.
not, you're not giving him the incentives that he needs to stop doing this.
It's chance. It's not reinforcement here.
Up front, I'm gonna nudge Nicola, and I go, "You know why I sit up here?
Why is that?
Good conversation."
It is the best conversation.
You get me.
Okay. So probably you guys are riding up the trail and it's kind of right where let's see if I can mark it on the map with my pointer. Probably around here. So you guys notice you guys see a path kind of going off towards the right. And based on the description from Myrna, you guys think that this is the path up to the ruins of Thundertree. And so you guys start taking the path, and probably another 4 or 5 miles down the road, Kwasajik, as you guys are riding down, you hear a crackle of a branch, and you look off to your right, kind of from where the sound came from, expecting to maybe see like a squirrel or something sitting on the branch. It's been a pretty quiet ride so far, and you look over and you don't see anything. You were expecting a squirrel, but you don't see anything.
Squirrel.
So there was a crackle of the branch. There should be a squirrel there as the squirrel is gone.
Yeah, squirrel is gone.
That is not out of the ordinary at all. I am sick on pocket bacon. That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I saw a squirrel and he's not there. Oh.
Okay.
It's the bacon talking. I pay him no mind.
I'm having the bacon hallucinations. That is very
the
common,
meat
yes?
sweats are kicking in.
Oh, there's so much bacon in my system right now. It's all salt.
So, as you guys kind of come towards, as the sun begins to set off to the west, you guys are right around here or so on the map.
Can you ping that again, please?
Yep. Right. The bend in the river.
Here.
So you guys figure that Thundertree is probably another 5 miles off yet.
What's the trick for in between?
Whole click
Alt,
and drag
right?
and alt, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, right there.
Yep.
All right. We should rest for the night and go in the morning. Yes.
Would recommend that.
I do
Sleep
not
off
want
your
to
bacon hangover.
Oh, the bacon hangover is intense.
Okay.
Could do nighttime reconnaissance, but could also just go in the morning.
I mean, it's been all day, so yeah, I could probably go and sneak off and check if. I'm sure my bacon hangover's gone.
Hopefully.
I mean, yeah.
How's he look?
Yeah, I guess that's a DM thing, but I do have real world experience with salt overdose.
Yeah, you've been hitting the water pretty hard today. You still feel a little bit off, but you definitely don't think that your perception is affected anymore.
Okay. Yeah, if you want me to go check out the town, I mean it's So 10 miles via foot is what, 2-3 hours of walking? Yeah.
It might be more like 5 miles or so.
Right, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, 10 miles round trip.
10 miles round trip is, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours at least, right?
Yeah.
Person walks at 5 miles an hour.
About.
I mean, I'm not going to sprint the whole time, if that's what you're implying.
I said walk.
Yeah.
I want to go by the river. Soak my little turtle claws.
Soak your shell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you guys are making your fire and Kogi's soaking his feet in the river.
If you think I should go check it out, I will go do that and be back in a couple of hours and then I guess sleep in the morning. Otherwise, we can just wait and go check it out in the morning. I think maybe that might be better. As being by myself, I do not know what the burn town is going to look like.
Whatever you say. Apparently you don't have confidence in your own skills.
Oof.
Icy bitch.
You see a small like
A
almost
little
ice
burly.
skating rink underneath his feet, spread out a little bit. This dude is cold.
That's okay. I get to live. I'll wait and we'll go with the group. I'll check out when we're a little closer.
Okay.
Go to bed then.
I'll do first watch.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh, do you want me to? Sorry. Perception, not performance.
Okay.
I'll join Sadek for the third watch.
So as you guys are beginning to find your rest, all of a sudden, coming out from the trees, from the direction of the trees, you hear what sounds like almost a pack of something running out towards you. It is almost a little bit too late for. By the time that you hear them, they are upon you, Alice.
Okay.
So
Can I?
hang on one sec, guys.
Spend a lot of time sleeping in this one place.
The 3D printer coupled with the AI brain he built for it is going off.
Right. That's my air compressor jumping off.
Ooh. You leave a tool on or something?
No, it has a slight leak in it. So
So the whatever it is, it knows we're here, right? So there's
it knows you're here and it's coming to attack you guys.
so no chance of stealth. Can I sound the alarm to wake everybody up?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like you have like one quick act. You can't take any fighting actions, but you could yell if you wanted to. By the time.
I'd like to yell, please.
Okay.
Incoming! Everybody up!
Very pleasantly. Incoming. There we are.
I'll like
In her most barbarian-y voice.
Incoming!
I'll fire out of bed like you do when you hear a cat throwing up in the middle of the night. You're just like, you know that noise?
Thank you for everyone's impression of that.
No. That's gonna be fun to listen to on the audio later.
It's like a montage of it.
Even Rocky had a montage.
And
it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Badger?
Badger,
Honey badger or a
badger, mushroom.
Snake.
A
Magic
wolf.
Snake.
Veggie
Snack.
Mush.
Snake.
Yeah, they're pretty high resolution. I zoomed in real far and they look good.
I do what I can.
They look good.
It's fitting in his 26-hour day. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Hour 24 and 25 right here.
Does that one
And
have
I
mom
gotta-
tattooed on its shoulder? I think
Yeah,
it does.
exactly. It's got wolf life
Wolf
on each
life.
of the knuckles.
Spelled WLF.
Wolf with a V.
Yeah, VULF.
With the
So
little 2 dots above the V.
as you guys wake to Alice yelling incoming, you guys wait to see a pack of goblins and wolves coming towards you guys with bows and swords drawn. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Like your character, everybody.
I did
Thank
too
you.
soon, apparently.
Just roll it again and then change your
Yeah,
number.
just count me as an 8. Wait, do you have the little pop-up thing up already?
Boom.
I thought
Do
it
you
was
have
up. No.
Do you have to do something for that or no?
I don't think I've had to do it in the past, but it's not up right now.
Where is it? Zoom out. I don't see it.
You two?
Did we goo something?
Way to go, Keelan, you broke it.
Drew over
Right?
yourself. Okay.
Somebody call IT.
Put in a ticket, damn it.
This needs to be an urgent
Oh,
issue.
God.
Everything's down.
So
This
it's gonna
affects
cost the company millions of dollars.
This is gonna affect your uptime metric. There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh no. Well, that is a pain.
What now?
What happened?
There is a lot of duplicates on here.
There is.
I'm sorry?
What?
Huh?
Dev post is 12. Yep.
Alright.
That
Yeah,
one's
20.
correct. That one's correct for me.
Yeah, it's all
The
good.
turn order looks okay to me.
Oh, I'm seeing if I go like this. Oh, why
Mine's
That looks
looking
great.
right. Yeah.
duplicated or triplicated on mine?
That
Okay.
sucks.
So
If I could share my screen, I would show you.
okay.
I don't see. Yours looks clean to me.
Yeah.
On the screen you're sharing, at least.
Yeah, on the screen I'm sharing, that's my. All right, let's get rid of that and that. Alice has 16. Cody is 12. Davos has 12. Nicola has 10. Other
Always
Alice-
remember, it belongs in a museum.
It does. You tan that leather hide with the wolf on it, it'll put it in a museum.
Always. I just picture you at the end of the day just showing up at a museum with just a pile of shit. Hey,
Dropping
here's some
shit off.
wolf bones I've found and an owl bear pelt.
It
Like-
doesn't go to
You're like,
Goodwill.
what do you guys
Yeah.
give me for this?
Yeah,
Anything
exactly.
you don't take, I'm taking the same visit to Paul's.
Sir, it's not a pawn shop.
This is a museum. You know you
But I'm
can't
an
bring that here,
archaeologist.
right? Sure you are. And they just pat you on the head.
Give me a little like plastic badge. Honorary archaeologist.
Junior archaeologist.
Honorary is spelt wrong, archaeologist is spelt wrong, and junior has too many R's in it.
Junior.
All right, Monty,
Ours
you're
from
up.
Pirate Day. All right, these guys are set up for a real nice fairy fire attack.
I believe it. I love how you call fairy fire an attack. It's just so cute.
Right.
Can you see them, Monty?
What?
Can you
No,
see them?
I'm
It's
moving
dark.
to where I can see
Do we have
them.
a campfire?
I
That's a
have
good
a
question.
lantern.
Did you take it out?
My lantern is always
Mm.
ready. Like a good
As
little
a
junior
tandem
archaeologist.
action, you take out your lantern, right?
That's what I do.
which is what happens during a movement.
And then I will move. Hold on, let me move.
That's a
I'll
big
move
fucking
a little
spider. I
closer
gotta take care of that.
so I can see them all.
I'm sorry, do I need to zoom out a little bit? Where's the big fucking spider?
I got it.
Okay,
fucking
at your
spider.
house.
Oh, it's like, where's the spider?
This was real life initiative, okay? I won.
How'd you roll? Did the spider move or did you?
It was critical.
Critical.
Inflict wounds.
It was Shu with plus 42 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a cricket somewhere in my basement that's the size of a small fucking semi,
Oof.
and I cannot find it. My wife saw it once, and she's like, "It's the biggest thing I've ever seen."
All right, so I take my lantern out. What do I see, Keelan?
You see,
As a tandem action.
you see, 3 goblins and maybe some more behind them, and a wolf or maybe a second wolf kind of, charging at you guys.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick a spot that looks roughly in the center of what I can see.
Okay.
Right. Which is like what? What about here? Maybe I can't. It's not doing the blinky thing.
Can you just
Like
click and
Right
hold?
there.
There you go.
But if you have the draw the arrow thing on and you click and hold, it doesn't do it.
Does nothing.
It just does it. So, do I see? Is this like about the center of what I see, or
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
kind of right in here.
so I'll do 10. It's like a 20-foot cube centered on that. So it's like, well, obviously I'm not going to hit Alice, so it
Should
won't be
hit.
centered on that, but it'll be go this way, and then it'll go this way, and then it'll go that way, 10 feet. So I think it probably misses this guy right here, just in logic, right?
And
Because
this one, or
well, so if it's like,
are
if
you
it's-
making a cube like this?
hold on, let me draw
That?
all
Is
the
it-
shape.
You said it's 10 in each direction, right?
It's gonna essentially go like that because that's what I could see. So I'm assuming, like, I saw them. I'm gonna cast it in the middle, so it might not hit that guy. So it's gonna be kind of like that, but it's not gonna hit Alice because I'm smarter
Okay.
than the average Monty,
Like
than
this.
the average junior archaeologist.
Sounds good.
Fuck, how do I remove my shapes now?
It's a selection tool.
Okay.
The arrow.
So they need to make a dex save.
And then you hit delete. Oh, look at that! It's awesome.
Yeah, he posted it. Yeah, it's dex save.
Yeah.
He posted it in
Okay.
in the
Deck save
Roll20.
with a DC 13.
So the top wolf fails,
Woof.
Woof.
and the goblin is going to. The top goblin. I could add colors to these in just a second. Saves.
Grr.
Just barely though.
The second goblin fails. Third goblin fails.
Bitches.
Fourth goblin
Just barely.
succeeds. Fifth goblin fails. And the last goblin fails. So
Pretty good hit, right?
yeah.
Good job.
Yep.
What about that?
And say, haha, take that. Wait, are these goblins?
They are.
I yell at them in goblin. And the goblin, haha, take that. How dare you disturb us?
And you
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
a
yeah, that's-
snarl back.
Like you started it.
Okay. So any attack roll against them has advantage if the attacker can see them. So. All right.
And they can't be invisible, Keelan. Don't forget that.
Those
Those darn
tricky
goblins.
invisible goblins. All right, Alice, you're up.
I was half expecting there to be like the same amount more to appear as invisible. Like, whoa!
I'm gonna fly into a rage and recklessly attack that wolf near me with my halberd.
Okay,
Double advantage.
let's see it.
We already had advantage.
You don't need to recklessly attack then.
It would help her on the defense if she got hit the next round.
No, that makes it worse.
Oh, it would, I guess.
Yeah.
But she'd take half damage though, wouldn't she?
That's rage.
When she rages, yeah.
Oh, recklessly attack.
Okay, so you add your 2 onto that.
Talking.
So 13 plus 6.
Yeah, you swing your halberd down and you chop off the head of this wolf in one fell swoop. You've been itching for a fight over these past few days, and you got it here.
I'm gonna roar and I yell at the goblins. You want some more?
Spicy.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
You wanted a reaction, didn't you, Rihanna?
With that, it is the wolf's turn. And the only wolf that's left is this wolf down here. And he's going to run up and try and take a bite out of you, Tehran.
Why me?
The closest one to him. He's not going to try and run past.
Instinct. He knows the biggest threat.
Up, or am I still on the ground?
It's like Walgreens. You're just convenient.
You are. As Alice did yell out and gave you guys a little bit of warning. You would be up at this point.
Okay.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw though. Okay. So the wolf sees you and runs up towards you and bites onto your arm and tries to drag you to the ground, thinking that it might have a better chance to rip at your throat on the ground. But as he bites into your arm and he's trying to tear it down, you resist his strength and stay standing and shake him off, taking 7 piercing damage in the process.
All right.
So, and everybody probably should be at full as an FYI.
Yeah, we've slept 3 nights in a row.
Yeah. So, all right. That ends the wolf's turn. Duffos.
Well, we got a bunch of them. I'm gonna go.
Fireball, all the allies.
I'm very glad I'm very far away.
Sorry.
We're gonna do some scorching rays.
Do it. Do it.
Whom are you scorching rings?
Red, blue, and green. I think they're the 3 closest to me.
Okay.
All right. So red,
Good job.
blue,
Good job.
and green.
Bad job.
You look back and as your scorching ray reaches out and hits the first goblin, and it nails it right in the chest, and you see it collapse to the ground. And the second one, you see it hit him right square in the jaw, and you see him envelop in flames, and he falls to the ground. And the third one, finally reaching its target as you've watched the other 2 goblins collapse, hits square in the abdomen, and you see it double over in pain and try and resist it, but ultimately, as it's rolling around in the ground trying to put out the flames, it stops moving.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna move over here, and that ends my turn.
All right, Kohi.
Okay, I'll move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will cast Bless. on Alice, Tehran, and Exotic.
Our blessed.
Yep.
Come on.
Woohoo!
I feel the radiant energy kiss my skin, and I am uncomfortable.
Oh, what's a neat? Oh, that's a good one for Bless, I think.
Yep.
Is it the shiny body one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Turn.
Nicola. You've been woken up by Alice shouting. And you see... Actually, I don't think you see Vizu. Monty is shining his lantern on the goblins down below.
Can I see the wolf too, or is it just the goblins?
Yeah, you can see the outlines of what you think is a wolf.
All right. So I take a knee. I point my finger gun at the wolf, and I
Yep.
Eldritch blast him.
All right.
Gotta
Hey.
aim.
As you do
Fuck
this,
me.
Some shit.
Oh,
This is gonna be a quick fight.
It was the saddest critical I think I've ever seen.
Do you
I've seen a pretty-
blast? Like, do you get to add your charisma modifier to your damage?
He may not have taken that. There's like a thing that he can take.
that's
As
an
a warlock.
Eldritch invocation that you have to take.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Agonizing blast.
That is
Yeah,
the
agonizing
saddest
blast.
critical I've ever seen.
Well,
seen a pretty good homebrew rule for criticals where you automatically get the first roll as if your max, and then you roll the second one. So at least
that'd be
that's
kind of bonkers later on.
Yeah.
Some
well, you get
blasters-
one roll as the highest die, and then
Oh, so like it's not like 6d12s.
Exactly.
Plus
no,
6
you just get
D12s,
the
it's
first
like-
D12, yeah.
Yeah, and then, yeah,
Either way, he takes a solid 4 damage.
solid.
Yep. The blast of pink energy radiating out from your finger guns hits the wolf, and it tumbles back a little bit as this force energy hits it. It's still standing though.
All right.
All right, Quixotic.
You nail him square in the eyeball, but unfortunately that eyeball was already dead, so. I'm gonna use my longbow. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do my trick on the wolf for the insight versus deception.
Okay.
Are you here for bacon?
What's that?
Did you ask the wolf? Are you here for my bacon?
no, you ate it all.
This
just
wolf is
smelled
here
them.
for
Are you here
this
for
wolf
my
is here for the
lavender?
bacon. He may not have it.
You here for my lavender?
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does
D4.
not hit.
D4.
Oh,
D4.
oh yeah, plus a D4. Hang on. Thank you, sir. Does a
Hey.
16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
He may take
Um,
his 8 damage, 4 from sneak, 4 from piercing.
He will take his 8 damage. And
Alex, is that a
dead.
one-time thing, or does that persist while you're having?
So long as I have concentration.
So for the next
Awesome.
minute. So I lean around the rock and just go thunk, and then lean back.
Okay.
I actually kind of like having Bless and Bane together if I want
Oh yeah, that
to
is
buff up
neat.
on
Well,
people
can-
or buff a lot of people. I can only do one, but
It's good to have them
Unless
prepped.
unless you get the bard to do the other. If you do bless and bane at the same time.
I could get Bane, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'll
Probably.
swap that out for one of them the next time I level.
I'll bet you can.
I can every time I level. I can just swap
All
one
right,
spell
what
out.
are these
All right.
goblins gonna do?
The orange goblin is going to. What's he gonna do?
When
He's
they
gonna
come for you.
run up towards you, Alice, and having just seen his wolf friend's head rolling on the ground in front of him, is going to take a swing at you.
He has advantage.
oh. You had fairy fire. The wolf had fairy fire, so you already had advantage.
Yeah,
So
you did.
you didn't need to recklessly attack to have it.
But
Right.
she did.
I'm trying to be honest here.
There you
Nope.
go.
I appreciate it. Does a 21 hit?
Uh-huh.
As he reaches back with his scimitar and brings it down to in a slashing motion. He slices you right above your new skirt. He doesn't quite hit it.
Oh, okay.
No one has mend. Nobody get
Nobody has
mend.
mend.
I'm about to say I spent 4 gold on that for her.
I could
I
press
have
the
mend.
digitate to make it look like it looks fine.
All right.
And it smells
Good
right.
clean
and
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
Very
course.
clean rip.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
take 4.
The pink goblin is going to move down here around the backside of this rock and try and take a shot at you, Quixotic, with
That
its
fuck.
short bow.
I'll murder him.
I'm a killer.
And does a 24 hit?
You know
Ooh.
it does.
Barely.
Good
I'm
call.
gonna murder him hard. That is a crit, but I take the 6 damage.
Okay. And the third goblin is going to try and crawl over the bodies of his scorched comrades and take a shot at you, Duffos, with his short bow.
God
So,
damn it.
Boop. The arrow comes out of the darkness, which for you is grayscale, and hits you right in the shoulder, taking 3 damage. And with that ends the goblin's turn.
As your chance.
Tehran.
Try to pick one. 1 second.
One that could be next to you too.
There's one that hurt me.
One smacked Alice here.
No.
Bats.
I will turn to the orange one, and I'll go, small creature, we're the envoy that you've been searching for. We're here to help you defect. Get behind me and stay down until the fight's over.
Are we gonna have another
Suggestion.
pink goblin?
Suggestion.
Yes. Make a DC 13
Wisdom
Charisma
saving
save?
throw. Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. Yeah, I was looking at 2 different things. Sorry.
He looks at you and he goes, "Okay, thank you." And
I'll
yeah,
do my best to shield him from everyone else.
okay,
Like, I'll try to usher him between me and Quixotic, and I would hope that he'd have the wherewithal, his insight, to know what the fuck is happening.
okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll do nothing. I will interpose myself, him and everyone else.
All right, Monty.
Okay, so we got purple over there. I am going to, let's see. So first, before I move, I'm going to shout out. So the goblin that ran by Tehran, don't attack him. We need him for information. And then I run over.
What you're doing.
What?
I'm just happy you knew what was happening.
I know. Well, the goblins know where Cragmaw Castle is. So I shout that out to everybody. I get
Monty
it.
was in the general vicinity and heard you. So
And then I'm going to run over to this dude, and I'm going to slash him with my super awesome blade.
All right, make me a roll.
Apparently
Attack roll.
my sword now has a name, too. Saw
It
that.
does.
Has a name?
It has a name.
It's had a name.
Had a name. I now have uncovered its name. I don't know.
The wet ass pussy slayer.
That's what it is. We're
underscore X, capital X underscore
Pussy Slayers with
lowercase
a dollar
X.
sign.
Capital X.
Normal roll. Wait, I have advantage, right?
Yep, you have fairy fire on that one.
Wait,
Yep.
does he? Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that hits. And as you bring your slashing your sword, talon down upon the skull of this goblin, it splits it in half, and he falls to the ground limp. That goblin is dead.
He's dead. Dead, Jim.
Dead.
I look at him and like, not so funny now. And then I smile at the one of my Tehran.
All right.
And yeah. Okay.
All right. That brings up Alice.
What do we have left? Just little Pinky behind the rock? What are you doing
No,
over
you got the one right next to you, don't you? Unless you didn't mark it.
He's friend.
For now.
The fuck? Oh, okay, that happened.
there? I've been with you long enough. When you make a buddy, I've been.
Got it. Yeah, so Pinky.
All right, can I get to you?
5, 10.
Try to huck a javelin.
Keep in mind you don't have to be right next to him because you got 5-foot reach, right?
Yeah, can you?
So
You're right there. and you
That's-
I was gonna say if you can get to there, which you
That's what I
can,
5,
you can
yes,
hit him.
15, 20. Yeah, 20.
So
Yep.
I will attack him with my halberd.
Okay.
actions, attack. So if you go to attack, the weapon and then the divine fury are both right here and make it easier to use them. Does she have advantage on this one?
Yeah, he's
Well,
got
the heart.
Yep.
Very far,
Oh,
right?
I clicked normal anyway.
And
Fine.
12.
Roll again just to see if it crits.
And roll again, see if you crit.
So 8 plus whatever your divine stuff is.
8 plus 2
13.
plus 3, so 13. How do you want to do this, Alice?
So I'm charging at him, and I have my halberd over my head, and I'm like growl yelling, "My friends trying to sleep, bother us!" And then I just swing, and his little head comes off, and the radiant energy like shoots out of his neck.
All right.
It's like little fireworks.
Spin and it like goes up in the air and you fucking hit it out of the air.
Ta-da.
All right. That's pretty badass. Is that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It is.
Was that in your life?
Dapos' turn.
So we've seen him do this a bunch. I know what he's doing, but just in case, I'm going to ready a chromatic orb in case he attacks us.
Okay. All right. I guess.
I'm holding a ball of lightning, just ready to throw it.
Kohi.
Don't think I'll just ready blindness if he tries to take off.
Real hard to run that way.
Gonna fucking die if he tries to run.
All right, Nicola.
Yeah, so can I see him from where I am?
There's a
Wait,
oh
Pink's
no,
dead.
the pink's dead. It's just the orange one that's
Oh,
left.
yep. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. And the orange guy, I saw him trying to charm him. So I guess I am.
You also see me like visibly interposing, like the drunk bitch yelling no and then going this in front of two people who have already fought. Like
And then,
I'm fucking just
yeah.
like between you guys and him.
And I did call out. Remember, we need one of them for information. So
Yeah, I'm a little uneasy. I'll ready going over there and punch him in the face if he decides to act up.
Okay.
Already these guns.
Did you forget which character you're playing?
Yeah, right.
All right, Kozotic.
All right, I may have stepped away for a sec. What was the command that was uttered?
He's on your
It
side,
said
get
the
away.
worthy envoy he was meant to find to help him. What is the word I said?
Defect.
Defect. and that he should wait out the fight.
All right, I'm going to move to there. I'm going to bonus action on him so he can make his, and then I'm going to hold. And if he acts hostile, that has to be a 14. So whatever his
So it's
DC
his
14 deception.
And then,
passes.
well, for fun, I mean, I guess I didn't need it because he's right next to him, but that's besides the point. And if he threatens, if he does anything threatening, I'm just gonna put an arrow in him.
Okay. Sounds good. It is the goblin's turn. The orange one who's left gets down on his hands and knees and tries to scramble towards you, Taran, as you like essentially come to embrace him. And he goes, I've been trying. Thank you for finally meeting me. I can't express how thankful I am to finally escape out of this life.
Is it the end of
And
this? Are
that's
we
the end
still
of
in turns?
it.
How long does
Yes.
suggestion last? If suggestion
8
lasts like
hours.
an hour, then
I thought it lasts a minute.
No, it lasts like 8 hours. Command does,
Okay. Yeah. Concentration up to 8
Suggestion.
hours. Yeah.
or suggestion, right?
Yeah.
so
So-
after combat, like kind of working off of that, I'll go, yeah. As part of the exchange, we would give you safe passage for information about Cragmaw Castle. What do you have for us?
The castle. Well, I don't recall that as being part of the deal. But
Well, then I could just try to. It could just be a lie. I can do deception.
yeah, I guess make me a deception check.
It's like kicking her little toenails against the table. But I feel like I'd be parlaying this like suggestion for maybe advantage.
Mm,
No.
you got him to stop
I don't
fighting
get
you. Yeah. He looks at you. He goes, okay. I remember now. Yeah, the Cragmaw Castle. It's down south, kind of along the Tribord Trail.
Can he point it out on a map?
He could point it out on a map.
Oh, you mean that castle we passed like 5 times as we were going back and forth
Yeah,
on
right.
the Tribord Trail?
It's like
I remember
right
that.
off of the Tribord Trail. It's like
Big sign.
that's just the
Red
Mars
Mocha?
Peace Castle. It's not an
It's-
actual castle.
It's visible from the road. God damn it! Is it that fucking castle?
Give me 1 second.
Thought that was the Cramaw Castle. I must have misread it.
Yeah. I didn't think that
The
G was a
Krav
G. I thought it was a Q.
The Crockmore.
Kramaga Castle. I thought it was.
Krogma.
I thought it was. They were teaching like martial arts there or something. It was like.
And we
As soon as
will.
he puts his finger on the map, he's gonna die.
Oh, we can ask him some more stuff.
Oh no!
Are you gonna put it on the map?
I tried.
You broke it. Way to go.
You pig.
File corrupted.
No.
Oh come
So
on!
zoom out. Ping.
Yeah, I mean, like, so it's supposed to be right. It's not showing up for you guys.
Stop me when I'm close to
There.
pinging it.
Right around there.
Oh, really?
Am I close? Am I close?
Fucking,
Am I
fucking
close?
kidding me. Yeah, right.
Oh my god, everybody's
Oh.
pinging.
Hang on. There.
Getting warmer, colder,
Are you
colder.
talking
radar.
about the right layer? Keelan?
I put it to the map layer, but I
Layer?
sent it to the back of the layer, and I'm trying to move it forward now.
Oh,
I blame millennials. It's the only way I get by nowadays.
Okay, I'll put it. I'll just move it to the token
I
layer.
need someone to.
There it
block.
is.
There it is. Cragmaw Castle.
Ah, fuck me.
I mean, so it's like 10 miles off the trail, but
Okay.
So had we
Despite-
traveled through the woods, might have just run into it.
Yeah, if
Uh,
we well, we'd have been darn close. If we'd have cut straight from Fandolin to Thundertree through the woods, we'd have passed within a couple miles of it. It looks like.
you would have had increased chances of encountering somebody from the Craigmore Castle. So,
Okie doke. Nope. We went all the way out of our way to go to this other town. So we may as well go to this fucking town now.
Yeah, there's a necklace.
We're here.
We
Yeah,
still have
we're-
stuff we have to do here.
Yeah, we get there's money. There's money and valuables here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask him. I'm like, so is there any other information? Like, how many people were there? When's the best time to assault the castle? Anything like that before we send you on your way safely,
Dead.
very safely,
Attached.
with all of your blood.
Inside of you, in fact.
now he
I
was
don't actually say that part.
he was thinking about trying to give you a little bit more information, but after hearing you guys talk about letting him leave with his blood still inside of him and head attached, he tries to scamper away as quickly.
Nope.
I cast
you.
Hexblade's curse on him, and I'm gonna attack him when he leaves my range.
My God.
All right.
I need to heal. Some motherfucker bit me.
I mean, I'm ready to go. I could just launch this.
Well,
It's been
let
like 2
him.
minutes. I don't know if we were still ready.
No.
Didn't go through a round of combat, right?
Well, we
Uh,
went out of combat.
yeah, we dropped out of combat a little bit.
Oh,
while you guys were talking to
I
him,
wasted a
so.
spell slot for nothing.
So we
We
weren't
ready
all
to-
prepped.
The day's over.
We weren't all prepped and ready to just like pin cushion this guy.
Can I have advantage because it's a surprise? Just kidding. Yeah.
So
You
yeah,
had blessed too. But
That guy's fucked.
as you bring your greatsword down, how do you do this?
I will do like a lunging thrust towards his back, put it through his like middle of his back, out of his belly, and I'll just pick him up and then like swing my great sword so he like flies off of it like I fucking chuck it onto the ground.
Shit. All right.
He does have
Do-
his head still.
And then I heal for 6 points out.
You do the thing where you put the sword in the crook of your arm and just like wipe it off.
Oh yeah, I do that like onto my gauntlet. Like I'll just wipe. But then I just make it disappear and then the blood's floating in the air when the blade disappears. And then it just
There you
falls down.
All right. Yeah. So you guys found the location of the Craigmore Castle
Yay.
amongst all of your interactions with goblins.
Whoops.
Were you waiting for that? Should we have been? Is that where we're fighting somebody every session? We're supposed to
More
fucking-
goblins.
supposed to
More
quit
goblins. Just gonna
somebody.
keep throwing goblins at you till you get it.
I mean, like, there's random encounters. I mean, I roll every day and every night for you guys. So sometimes you encounter the things, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you make it all the way to Thundertree before the session ends, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Like, oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So Alice continues on with her first watch. Kind of feeling a little bit off the fact that she missed noticing the goblins coming at you guys until the last minute. But glad that you guys ended up getting the information from the Craigmore Castle. Her watch comes to an end and she goes to tap Quixotic. I'm assuming.
Yep.
So-
I'm going to do second watch and then I'm going to nap for third watch and then that should put me back up to healing.
Okay.
So perception
Yeah, make me a perception check.
and guess a 21 should be okay.
Yeah. You see the reflection of the moon kind of shining on the river, and you hear the babbling of the stream, but no other denizens of the night come to attack you guys.
Fair enough.
Okay. And as your watch comes to an
All right.
end, you go
I
and you
will,
tap.
I guess Tehran, who always seems super neat about doing watches.
Yeah. I'll notice you like trying to climb into bed, and I'll go, "Oh, you're going to sleep."
I do not sleep. I do need to mentally prepare myself for the next day, and also I'm bleeding.
Fair enough.
So.
All right.
Oh,
I'll just
okay.
sit up and I'll start like dragging the bodies around and putting them in a pile by a tree and
We wake up and they just spell YMCA along the ground.
Somebody got bored.
pile the bodies up. I'll leave the dogs alone. I'm not worried about the dog. And then I'll do my stuff. And I'll make a perception check. It's not
Okay.
persuade. There we go. With a -1. Always terrible.
Oh.
Woof.
Happens.
It's always
He fell asleep again.
Bravo, sir.
Drunk.
It happens more often than most with this guy, but
Just
it
get him in your
happens.
corpses and watch.
yeah, this is important.
It's just mid
would've been
corpse
-1.
arrangement. He passes out on the
0.
bodies.
Tehran arranging the bodies of the goblins, lying on the ground.
Bad at watching things.
Arranges the body, is so engrossed in the way the bodies are arranged, so that he may draw on their life force, that he does not notice anything else around him. The sun begins to rise. Everyone else begins to wake up. Bacon or breakfast is being made, and all of a sudden Tehran looks over and goes, "Oh, when did you guys get up?"
Nice.
Perfect.
That's great. I like that.
The day is yours.
Long run.
You guys are
Well,
about 5 miles out from Thundertree at this point. And what do you
Get
want
into
to do, Cody?
Thundertree.
I was gonna go to the river again, get some
Okay.
fish for breakfast.
Oh, good call.
Take me to the river.
Do you want to actually
Put
fish,
me in
or
the
do you just want to
water.
say you're fishing?
If it depends if we want to kind of just head out real quick, or if you
Yep.
want to
I'm fine with just heading
I want
out.
your necklace.
just passing the time then.
Okay.
Survival check should get us some fish, and then
Yeah,
we can move on.
the stream coming out of what is that? The Neverwinter Woods has a fair amount of fish coming through it, and spending half hour, 45 minutes or so in the morning after the sun rises, you're able to catch a couple of fish and able to provide a nice breakfast for everybody.
Freshwater sushi.
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure that's fine.
That's what Colin said as he's walking up the stairs. Parasite.
I didn't prepare the food spell that I had before. No.
Oh, the purify
No.
food or drink. I can actually this prestidigitation lets me heat food. Does
We
that
have a
let me
fire.
sanitize it?
No.
Probably not
Do,
that hot.
do you get it to whatever?
Parasite now.
It says you chill, warm, or flavor a cubic foot of food.
But I don't think it would get to the point
I
where
didn't
it
hear
caused harm.
poison or purify or anything
no,
like that in
but-
that sentence.
If you heat, like, isn't that essentially what cooking is heating it?
Well, it says warm.
Yeah,
I
wow.
mean, if you could cook something,
You're a
Fair
steam
enough.
table.
use it
You're a
to cause
steam
damage.
tabling it, sir.
I'm not
Right-
saying it'll
you're
replace a
ripening-
fire. I'm just
you're
asking if it'll
ripening them.
replace a fire.
You are ripening them for multiplication.
Sure.
Danger zone.
He warms the wood
Oh,
and
maybe
or
I-
warms the fish, and
Yeah,
now
I
it's
did
just
prepare it.
rots.
Get rid of
It definitely puts it into the danger zone, and as Bazate goes to try and take a bite, you can smell the you can smell
smells
the
just like,
bacteria coming off of it.
It smells just like my backyard, and I'm just like, nope. We're gonna pass on that. We're gonna cook it.
So,
Just-
all right. Do you guys make your way towards Thundertree?
Yeah.
I want to bite.
I mean, yes, I want to bite.
All right. Thundertree, Thundertree, Thundertree. Gradually, the trail becomes an old, overgrown lane, winding between dilapidated buildings, choked in vines and brush. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises a steep hill, upon which stands a stone tower, which has with a partially collapsed roof adjoining an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and winds its way between stone houses, many of which are roofless, ruins of interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. The whole place is eerily silent. A wooden sign is nailed to a post nearby. As you near the town, it reads, "Danger. Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Hmm.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Plants vs Zombies, D&D style.
Plant monsters and zombies. Plant monsters, motherfucker.
So, yeah. I mean, if you guys are cool with ending, Alex is looking pretty rough over there.
Which one?
Yes.
Fisher.
That's just my hair. I'm getting a cut tomorrow, I promise.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, we're
I figure this is, you guys would probably do Thundertree in one session. There's probably too much to do tonight yet, so.
sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
We don't.
And we gotta remember to hit the alchemist shop for the emerald that we were told about. Hidden
Emerald?
in storage shelves underneath.
Oh, pendant.
Is that the emerald? And then where's the necklace?
The necklace is the emerald.
Yeah,
Ne-
emerald necklace.
Yeah, the necklace is the and the
'Cause
emerald.
I had the note that it was under an arch or something. But
I have it. No, alchemist's shop is what I have.
old alchemist hut hidden in storage shelves.
Underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, in storage shelves underneath is what I have.
Well, we're probably just going to go in there and kill everything, clear it out, because all we do is solve everyone's problems around
And not get rewarded.
here. And not
And not get paid for it. Yeah.
You know at this time that there's a possible reward hidden, and we're not gonna go shake some poor bastard town.
Some kangaroo court shit.
If it's not us shaking them down, someone else will. It's the way of the world.
It's true. Hey, we had to stop the last guys from shaking them down, so we could do it.
So, cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Julio.
Thanks, Keelan.
Yeah,
No problem.
Yeah, deals.
Cool.